the process is kind of, I group it into three main buckets. One is someone drops an idea on your plate, or you've got an idea, your users are asking for something, some ideas coming into you from the various inputs. Maybe you've looked at the data, etc. Right? How do you know whether that thing's worth building or not? We go through this process. The first one, which we'll get into in detail, is product description, right? It's just like you've seen sheets, templated sheets for, if you've done the product school, there's a couple of different ways of doing that. We came up with our own sheet, which I'll go through in a minute. We then come up with a score for that product or feature. So we'd say, throw it, and we'll go into that in a minute as well, but let's really think, what are our key metrics around this thing? Throw them into a spreadsheet and output a number, like one number that'll give that feature or product a score, and then compare that number to the others. So if one's like, hey, this is a $1,000 idea and this is a $2 idea, it's pretty clear that the $1,000 idea is probably better. So we might want to build that. So it's a way of sort of adding data and guesstimates to figure out what to build. And then finally, a roadmap. So the result of those two things is a set of experiments that we want to go run to prove that this thing is worth doing, right? And that might be developing a prototype, developing an actual feature. It might be doing design prototypes, full-on design research, like data analysis, et cetera, et cetera. So basically, a roadmap effectively ends up being a list of things you would have to do for a project anyway to get it built and delivered.